seems like Jonathan is with a slightly spell-heavy hand. And I can't really make out what Poya has in his hand either. So, well, fortunately, there's a Thoughtseize to clear everything out here. Jace, Devour Flesh.
Sphinx Revelation, Tension Sphere, Dissolve, no Power Lands.
Yep.
Status Scryland under the Devour Flesh.
I really can't tell. Seems like it's Scryland, right?
Yeah, it's the blue-black Scryland.
Yeah. So no white mana for Jonathan yet. So what do you take here? Of course, depending on what your hand is like. I think Poya is on lands and Desecration Demon.
It looks like Desecration Demon and Nightfall Spectre.
Nightfall Spectre.
So just grabbing the removal.
Grabbing the removal. Scrying, that's Jace, putting on the bottom. And Mutavault drawn for Poya, which he can't really play this turn because he wants to be able to play the Nightfall Spectre as soon as possible. White mana drawn for Jonathan. And Warp Physique on top.
He might actually want to keep this.
Yeah.
He did draw the white mana, so he can use his Detention Sphere as needed. But the extra removal of Warp Physique here is probably something that he realizes that he wants.
Yeah. So now we're looking at killing this and letting the Desecration Demon resolve. I'm guessing. And there's a whip drawn for Poya Nobari. Oh, we are not bothering with killing the Nightfall Spectre.
It's giving him one card.
Yeah.
And he noticed that he will be able to kill it afterwards. So it's that one extra card from the top.
Yeah.
Most likely it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you're right. And the Devour Flesh, not super important in the matchup for Poya Nobari.
No.
And by not super important, you could say super irrelevant. So end of turn, killing the Nightfall Spectre with the Warp Physique here. So we're kinda at the spot in the game where Esper wants to be. Jonathan can just keep passing the turn here, mana up, and it is on Poya to do something actively, so he can either get his more important spells in the game resolved. Desecration Demon? No, the whip. So the whip is the bait.
Yeah, he's just gonna dissolve this.
Yeah.
He can't let the whip resolve any removal. We just bring a creature back one turn later, and it's just not something that Jonathan wants Poya to keep playing with.
Yeah. Jonathan playing his 6th land untapped, signaling that there will be a Sphinx's Revelation at the end step here.
It is a known Sphinx as well, so
Bergström all the way down to 10, and Desecration Demon drawn for played for Poya Nobari. It's not that relevant since Jonathan already has the Detention Sphere in hand.
He still needs to find something to
deal with
either gaining a bunch more life, like just keep playing lands now and then, being able to shade into more Sphinx Revelation, but there is definitely something that can hinder Poya's onslaught with the Mutavault.
Yeah. So plus one in here? No?
He's actually going for the mini fall.
Yeah, he did.
Which essentially, it kind of becomes the same thing. You do get the cards, and you save yourself 2 life and find the Jace dice, but you do get yourself the 2 lives, since the Mutavault will just kill off the Jace.
Yeah. Jace goes to the bottom, Azorius Charm and Detention Sphere to Jonathan Bergström's hand.
Looks like another Mutavault for Poya. So I think the Poya is just holding 2 lands now, or maybe a land and ultimate price or something.
Yeah, that would be reasonable.
It's not that exciting for Poya now.
I think his next draw step is going to be a Mutavault as well.
You don't say.
No. He Jonathan just takes the 4 damage and decides to cycle the Azorius Charm instead. He's stuck with all these cards that doesn't really help versus the Mutavault.
Still just drawing lands and removal spells.
Yeah. Jonathan on 5 life now. And a Sphinx's Revelation drawn in the nick of time. Even as an untapped land to gain an extra life there.
So Sphinx's Revelation for 7 now is going to be really good for Jonathan.
Yeah, of course. Hey, what about me taking an entirely new starting hand here? Is that okay with you? One.
There is a Grey Merchant. It will use Drain for 2, but
yeah,
7 for Jonathan from Sphinx Revelation is.
Yeah. And I think I saw an Elspeth there.
Elspeth, and I think it was Hero's Downfall as well.
Yeah. So Jonathan firmly in the driver's seat with that drawn Sphinx's Revelation here.
Poya has just been very unlucky with his draw here, just not drawing any action spells at all. I mean, it does look like he has only drawn 3 creatures total plus 2 Mutavaults.
Yeah,
and that's just not nearly good enough to be able to do anything in this match. The 2
Mutavaults have done quite some work, though.
Oh yes, the Mutavaults have been great for Jonathan, but it's still the 4 damage each turn it just isn't near enough to race with the deck that's packing Sphinx's Revelation and Jaces and Elspeths.
So Poya has 3 removal spells for the 3 soldier tokens here.
Oh, it's most likely a Hero's Downfall on Elspeth as well. Yeah. But just the fact that he can trade his tokens for Mutavault is it's just too bad for.
So, how do you block here?
You put all the free tokens
in front of one. Yeah. Just to get rid of the one.
Everything in there. There is a Doomblade in Poya's hand. He could possibly try to kill one of them, but he's just not gonna bother now. He gets to trade away 2 for 1, and still has the one.
And an Azorius Charm on the Mutavault.
Yeah.
Not on the bottom.
I think there's the Doomblade and the Ultimate Prize in Poya's hand now.
Yeah. Die. So that Elspeth was quite a card. It traded for a Hero's Downfall and
Hero's Downfall, Mutavault, and Ultimate Prize.
Yeah.
For 1 card.
Jonathan Bergström still not out of it though.
A Hero's Downfall kills the Mutavault. Still doesn't look like Poya has drawn anything. Just a land, it's a land and a Doomblade in the hand now.
Here comes Jace, digging Bergström further towards a win con to seal this game up.
I'm guessing he's just taking the Scry land,
Yeah.
Don't care for this. Give me the Scry.
All the blanks. A Sphinx's Revelation.
Sphinx's Revelation on top, definitely staying there. I would think that this game is all but over.
Pack Rats might make a game out of this.
There must be a Divine Verdict in Jonathan's hand.
Yeah, I think there is. Or did he discard it?
There's also the Tension
No,
Sphere.
all the answers in the whole world.
Yeah.
Just quote unquote a 1-for-1. The Divine Verdict this time.
Yeah. So Jonathan still gets to play a very big Sphinx's Revelation. 4, 9. We get some information from the side here that Jonathan doesn't run any Ederlings in the main deck, so he only has two Elspeths as wing cons.
Yeah.
Which makes this a very, very interesting game.
Maybe Poya is aware of this.
Maybe Jonathan is realizing this as well and going with the plussing of Jace plan instead to try and nail win con out of Poya's deck.
Yeah. Jonathan discarding his syncopates, slightly running out of favor now at this point in the game. And there's the Elspeth.
Question now becomes: does he have the defense for the Elspeth?
It seems so.
I guess it doesn't matter. Just getting the free tokens straight away is might be good enough.
Trying to skip a loyalty step there on the on the Elspeth.
He still just keep going up on Jace though.
Here's the thought seize. So it kind of paves the way for the for an Hero's Downfall. Detention Sphere to the bottom.
Yeah, and now that he will get another free tokens on Elspeth 5, I don't think that Poya has a good chance of getting back into this.
No.
Yeah, Jace just keeps going up.
And Poya just keeps drawing lands.
Yeah, and there we go.
There we go.
Plenty of lands, not enough action for Poya to win this game. We have a first result from the round with Olle Rode and Thomas Essling drawing to
into the top 8.
Into the top 8 to really snag their spots there.
Yeah.
We also heard that Oscar Persson got the concession from Christopher Niemi, so he's up at 33 as well.
Yeah.
So this could be a very, very interesting
top 8 for these players, or a final round for these players.
Right now, the people that are locked for top 8 is Christopher Niemi, Olle Rode, and Thomas Essling. We will have to wait for the rest of the results to know for sure. We also think that Bergström and Erik Ryding has drawn, so they would be locked as well. But we heard now that Per and Erik are playing for the seeding. There will be the higher seed player in the top 8 will get to choose who plays first. So there is a reason to actually play, even though you're locked in.
Yeah. And Poya seems to. You said we're in quite a lot of cards here. Yeah, there are quite a lot of cards that are not very good in the matchup in Poya's original deck. Looks like he's bringing in a Pithing Needle, at least. And he seems to be taking out all the Doomblades. I thought I saw Pack Rat in the sideboard. I kind of feel that the Pack Rat and the Whip might be an interesting proposition to have in the control matchup after boarding.
No, you can't.
We like you anyway. So we know from previous rounds that Jonathan has the Blood Baron of his scope to bring in the matchup 2 or 3. I'm not quite sure. I think he has 3 in the board.
I can't remember.
Okay. I remember we saw 2 in the previous mono black matchup, and I think when I asked Jonathan about it was he said that he had another in the sideboard as well. That he didn't draw that game. There's a Duress, Grey Merchant, and the Lifebane Zombie.
This looks like one land.
No. Whose hand are we talking about?
I was thinking of Poya's hand. But there were 2 lands.
Yeah, at least. So, Azorius Charm, Elspeth, and the Blood Baron. Oh, and a Jace, Architect of Thought.
It looked like a Hero's Downfall in Poya's hand as well.
Yeah. But I'm kind of reading Poya's thoughts from here. How am I supposed to deal with the Blood Baron there? Oh, is it a Life Gain Zombie or is it the Hero's Downfall?
It would be weird if you brought in Life Pain Zombie.
Well, I assume he's bringing it in just because to deal with the Blood Baron. In that case.
It seems very weird. But he still has a lot of turns to
Yeah.
draw thought seeds. And if it is actually a Life Pain Zombie, then that is definitely what he's using it for.
Yeah.
But it looks like he had a Nightwheel Spectre though.
Yeah, he had a Nightwheel Spectre in hand at least. So. Jonathan scrying to the bottom and then drawing another land. Underworld Connections.
Yeah, it is actually a
there.
Life Pain
There
Zombie.
is a Life Gain Zombie.
So just slamming Life Pain Zombie now and laughing all the way to the bank, I think would be a proper way of doing it.
Yeah, he goes for
He opts for the
Underworld Connection.
Underworld Connection, so giving Jonathan a chance to draw an answer to the Life Pain Zombie, and
Playing his third land untapped. Poya going down to 19, drawing an extra card.
there we go, the Life Pain Zombie.
Yeah. Okay, says
So there's Elspeth, Azorius Charm in all lands for the
Yeah.
rest. Just getting rid of the Blood Baron here is
Yeah.
a very good turn for Poya.
Jonathan's deck hasn't really been delivering in these last couple of turns, even though Alter Scry. Another Underworld Connection drawn.
Might make this very interesting.
And also Jonathan is under quite a quick clock here.
Both Life Pain Zombie and Mutavaults.
Yeah, well, and also the Grey Merchant in hand, draining for 6 as is.
So I think he's considering if he wants to draw or if he wants to just play out the demon.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going for the demon.
Yep. Or?
Yeah, there we go. He knows that Jonathan doesn't have a Supreme Verdict in hand.
Yeah.
So
Jonathan's drawn an Edeling last turn and
an island.
An
now, I
island
think.
now.
And another land for Poya here.
Yeah.
Um,
So far this game, Jonathan has played one Azorius Charm. Yeah.
It would be lethal, yeah. So an attack here with just the demon and Life Pain Zombie would be lethal with the Grey Merchant in hand. He is taking a cautious route though.
He would take Jonathan down to 1, right?
No, it's nine damage from the board and another 8.
Yeah,
from the
nine
drain.
damage from the board. Yeah, I was thinking 6 damage.
But it takes him down to 4 now with
Yeah.
the 11 damage from board.
6 for 2.
Jonathan really needs to find something here to.
Preferably something that can deal with both an intimidate zombie and the desecration demon.
Yeah. Even if you would have had.
Here comes Elspeth. And
it's over, yeah.
Yeah, Grey Merchant.
Elspeth can kill the demon, and Grey Merchant just kills it.
Yeah.
So Poya
evens the score.
Evens the game out, and we'll go into the decider here.
Yeah. Poya with 2 Grey Merchants in the sideboard I can make out over there.
We just got word that Rasmus Björkman playing in Grand Prix Antwerpen has drawn into the top 8.
I think he can.
Or we think that he can draw into the top 8. It looks very likely.
He's at
It looks very likely that he can.
37 points going into the last round.
So we have a question in the chat what Ulle is playing in standard.
Mono black.
He's quickly responding with mono black. He's sitting on the side here, rooting for Poya to win this game. The mono black deck has been very interesting to see throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
And you can really see the power in it if it gets to draw the underworld connection and have it stick.
Yeah.
As has been noted in the chat here that underworld connections and no spheres, then you cannot lose.
And like this is a fairly grind out game, but early we saw Bergström taking the aggressive route with the pack rats. So it's a deck that fairly well morphs into what role it needs to take depending on the opponent deck.
Yeah, it has been mentioned as being a mono black control.
Yeah.
In some instances, but it can just be a very aggressive deck.
Yeah.
With the high power flyers.
Yeah, the life bane zombie like proves a nice hand disruption and a very hard to block creature with 3 power, of course.
I don't think that the life bane zombie has been brought in as a discard per se. It's most likely there just as another creature instead of the random removal that is in the main deck that you don't want in the matchup. But the value that he got out of it in this game was very, very awesome for Poya.
Yeah. Looking at that last game, if Blood Baron sticks there for Jonathan, Poya is in dire straits for winning that one.
Yeah.
Even though that he draws an extra card each turn with the Underworld connections.
Yeah. The 8 life swing each turn with Jonathan gaining 4 and Poya losing 4 is it's not very easy to race against.
No. So Syncopate on the bottom for Jonathan Bergström. Duress Pithing Needle in Poya's hand.
Is that a Devour Flesh?
No, it's
Underworld connection at least.
I think it's a Pithing Needle that
Oh yeah, it's the Pithing Needle up to up next to the Duress. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ravnik art Pithing Needle.
Yeah.
A life bane zombie drawn here.
And there's also the Duress, so he can take his peek.
Yeah.
If he sees the Blood Baron, then he's obviously going to do the same thing as he did last game.
Yeah.
No Blood Baron now though. There's a Warp to Seek, Hero's Downfall, Syncopate,
and a Sphinx's Revelation.
Paralands.
I'm kind of in the business of picking up the Sphinx's Revelation here, because as is here, Jonathan is only, with the cards in hand left after that, he's only trading 1 for 1. And you have an Underworld Connections in hand, we think.
Yeah, it looks like an connection. You could argue to take the syncopate.
Yeah.
To
Make way for
for underworld connection.
Yeah.
We also see that Poya has a Thoughtseize in hand, so next turn he could play Thoughtseize and make sure that the needle sticks.
Yeah. And he just disregards us and takes the warp physique.
Yeah. He still has the option next turn going, playing a land, playing Thoughtseize,
Yeah.
and then taking taking the syncopate.
Yeah.
But we see that Jonathan draws an island, so he.
Is it maybe so that we are mistaking the second Thoughtseize for the underworld connections?
Any mulligans?
No. With the quite similar white spot on the new art, it's quite easy.
That is true.
Yeah. And Jonathan has drawn another Sphinx's Revelation. Yeah, take the land, take the land.
I mean, you have to take the syncopate here and try to win the quick game instead.
And once again, Poya totally disregards this.
I mean, okay, sure. There is still some merit to just taking the removal and making sure that your creatures will actually do their thing for at least for a couple of turns. But we can't really see any creatures in his hand though. So
He's a Grey Merchant.
yeah, Grey Merchant isn't really
A creature
the aggressive
per se,
creature
no.
that you want it to be. So it looks like Grey Merchant. Is it a pair of Lifebane zombies? One Lifebane zombie and something else.
Poya here taking a play out of Jonathan's playbook and playing a blue-black Scryland. Leaves the card undecided so far.
It's a Hero's Downfall, a Lifebane zombie, Grey Merchant, and Pithy Needle plus one card that we can't see in Poya's hand right now. He will still be able to go on the offensive with the Mutavault, so
Yeah, as we saw game one, the Mutavaults are quite troublesome for Jonathan's deck here. And here comes the serve. Jonathan keeps drawing lands here, and he doesn't mind that at all, but he would much prefer to have a second blue here.
that definitely is an onward connection in Jonathan's hand. Trying to bait out the syncopate with the Lifebane zombie here.
Yeah. Yeah, now I see it as well. No creatures here.
And the Supreme Verdict off the top for Jonathan.
Yeah. Really wants to find the second island here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like one blue mana.
So any blue mana source right now for Jonathan would be very, very good for him. He's holding a double Sphinx Revelation.
Yeah.
Declines to play the Supreme Verdict for the Lifebane zombie, trying to at least 2-for-1 him here. Which he's gonna get a chance to do.
Yeah, and
here comes the Nightfall Spectre.
Poya obliges here, wanting Jonathan to tap out for a Wrath, so he can stick an Underworld connection here.
Yeah.
And a Pithy Needle.
Keep trying to bait out the syncopate that he knows is there.
Yeah, he could have taken it with the Thoughtseize.
But it seems like here we go.
Yeah.
Can't have any of that.
Can I have any of a blue mana? Supreme Verdict here. And an Azorius Charm drawn. So at least it's a second stab at a
So
blue
it looks
land
like
here.
a Mutavault drawn for Jonathan.
No, for Poya.
Yeah, for Poya, sorry. But this will result in a Unwell Connections on the Swan.
Yeah.
And he'll start drawing his lands.
Yeah.
Or he'll start drawing cards. Well, he drew a land.
Yeah. As you correctly foretold.
Predicted.
A Jace. So main phase
Double
cycling.
blue cards in Jonathan's hand doesn't really help him here.
Main phase cycling the Azorius Charm. Another Jace.
So facing off against Underworld Connections and double Mutavault here
Yeah.
is
He's
threatening to take this game to an end very quickly.
Yeah.
With the Grey Merchant in hand for Poya as well, he can potentially seal this game up
Yeah.
within 2 turns or
Yeah.
so.
The thing is though, even if Jonathan draws here's a blue source, and unfortunately it's a Scry land, right? Dissolve goes to the bottom here.
Yeah, if anything, he really just wants
Yeah.
another land that comes into play untapped
Yeah.
for his next turn.
The thing is, the swing here is for 10, and then you have a Grey Merchant in hand for next turn.
You could just swing for 8,
Yeah.
drain for 6. No, it doesn't help either.
No.
But he'll draw a card and see where it leads him.
Yeah, maybe he can peel off a Duress or Thoughtseize here and just see that the coast is clear. He has a Thoughtseize in hand, right? It's the leftmost card.
I think it's the Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
It is a Thoughtseize. So he'll get to have another peek at Jonathan's hand, just seeing all the double blue cards and an Elspeth. So he has to be feeling pretty good right now. Just taking the Elspeth here and attacking in for 10 pretty much wins him. He's taking Jace.
Yeah.
This opens up Jonathan to actually be able to play Elspeth and just create a bunch of tokens that he can then tap out.
But he's dead to the drain.
Yeah, but he doesn't know about.
No, yeah, he doesn't know about drain.
No.
Drain.
So it could also be a ruse that he knows about, that Poya is thinking about, that he's baiting him to actually play the Elspeth, so that he can just kill him straight out with the drain.
Yeah, tap him out.
Yeah. Because he's still that, even if he plays Sphinx for as much as he possibly can, he's still just dead.
Yeah.
And there's the reveal and the handshake. So Poya takes this game, advances to 33 points.
Yeah.
And he should be locked for top 8.
Yes.
With his tiebreakers.
Yeah.